It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. Moments away, it'll be the Chicago Bulls going up against the Pelicans out in New Orleans. And for New Orleans, you look at how this roster is constructed, the types of plays they run. They're looking to match up well against every style of opponent, and tonight will be a great test of that. And for the Chicago Bulls, it's a full-on youth movement. Over a year ago, they traded Jimmy Butler, let go of D. Wade. Shaq, it's all about the future now.
Yeah, Ernie, it was too much drama beforehand, so they decided to...
What's that?
Let's blow things up. So now, got some great young players.
I agree with that. Marketing could be a good building block, and then you get Levine, you have Dunn. That's a fresh core to build around, guys.
Can you make a blow-up sound, too?
Wait. Kaboom!
Shaq, show him how.
Oh, that's a real sound. I was kind of...
You hear the bricks? You hear the bricks coming?
Yeah, I heard it. Kind of like free throw line shooting, bricks.
Oh.
Not on you. I'm just saying it was cool. I'm just saying.
Tip-off coming up shortly. Let's get to Kevin Harlan for the call.
So I hope y'all days going wonderful. I'm playing
2K Sports.
2K Sports, NBA 2K Sports 19. Hope y'all enjoy this right here. Thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all enjoy this right here.
And now introducing your New Orleans Pelicans. Starting at small forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 34, Kenrich Williams. At point, at 6 foot 3 inches, number 4, Elfrid Payton. The other forward, at 6 foot 9 inches, number 30, Julius Randle. At guard 6'4" from UCLA, number 11, Drew Holiday. Man in the middle, 6 feet 10 inches, number 23, Anthony Davis. Pelican fans, give it up for your New Orleans Pelicans!
You can hear the roar here in New Orleans. It's the Chicago Bulls facing the New Orleans Pelicans. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. See, we have the front court talent tonight on full display. Talk about what it's like to play against the elite at your position, going mano a mano, you against the best.
Oh, look, wow, look. I tell you what, in this league of the best players, you better be ready every night. But to go back to my era, Kev, this was what my week looked like as a Sacramento Kings. Play against Dirk Nowitzki on Tuesday. Play against Tim Duncan on Thursday. Play against KG on Friday, and then play against Shaq on Sunday, and then how about Karl Malone again on Tuesday? So if that doesn't make you lose a little bit of sleep,
Unbelievable.
you must be one of the greatest of all time. It's tough. You got to be focused every night.
Absolutely. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And it's Porter at the small forward. Now here's Levine. Following the miss by Anthony Davis.
Not really blessed with the length to be a big-time rim protector, but Randle gets most of his blocks by playing with energy.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. Down against Payton. Back to Davis. Tries from 16, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Now here is Carter over Davis, and it's Carter missing. Holiday against Levine. A shot by Holiday, nobody around. From 13 feet, it goes down.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Inside, Dunn. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Capable of doing many things well. Levine has a good sense of when his guys are open.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Payton kicks to Randall. Markkanen pulls it in. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Back to Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans, trailing by 2.
Zach LaVine, a high riser, the 2-time dunk contest champ, making his return from that ACL surgery. He can be an explosive scorer.
Here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
Like the vision from Porter, not just looking for his own shot, constantly looking to get it to the open man.
And so Holiday will bring it up for New Orleans. And it's Davis at the elbow. Trying to get open is Randall. 2 points. That one goes. And from everything you hear, Levine is a big-time gym rat, Greg.
Yeah, you know, I think he's very dedicated to reaching his full potential. And with his shooting and athleticism, I think he's a great fit in today's game in terms of offense.
Pass to Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Count it, good.
And the wily strength of Levine. I mean, he does a great job fending off the defense on the way up.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Payton surveying the floor. Here's Davis. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Diallo, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Miller comes in for Williams. And it's E'Twaun Moore checking in for Payton. And that one falls for Davis.
And with everything that Anthony Davis does on offense, it's just mind-boggling. His scoring inside and out, the percentages, he does it all. He is undoubtedly one of the best big men in the league, and many would argue he is the best in the NBA. And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Chicago trailing here. Let's go. Hutchison's shot is off.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of this.
Oh.
You have to be a little more disciplined.
It really
Hope y'all
does
can
make
see
the
this
game
really
easy
clear.
for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that
Okay.
well with the pass.
There you go.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And with Anthony Davis, the stat lines Greg he can post on any given night are just absurd.
Really, Davis is still strong defensively, but he really impacts every facet of the game. One of the rare players who can carry a team on both ends of the floor. There just aren't many great players that can lead a team to a championship, but I think Davis is of that mold.
Okafor is checked in for Davis. Here's Hutchison. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. To the middle, there's Diallo, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him
I
up.
should have saw that
That's a
coming.
nice look. Recognizing he had the opening to make the entry pass.
Bulls trail by 4. Earlier, David Aldridge had a chance to speak with head coach Alvin Gentry. D.A., what'd you find out?
Well, Kevin, they have a specific approach to tonight's game. He told me they have to get the ball into the paint as much as possible and take advantage of what they believe is a big inch for them inside. We'll see if they're right about that tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, David. 59 seconds left to play here in the first. Archie Diacono kicks to Valentine. Passes it to Archie Diacono. Poked away. Pass to Hutchison. 5 on the clock. The offensive rebound.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. And the Pelicans with the possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Holiday, the pass to Diallo. He dishes it to Miller. No good on the 3. Bulls trail by 4. And the pass to Valentine. Here's Archie Diacono. Here's Hutchison. Lopez kicks to Archie Diacono. Pass to Valentine. Back to Lopez. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. New Orleans on top as they wrap up the first quarter on a 14-6 run. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Hope y'all see that. Hope y'all join this game right here.
Lopez talks about the importance of being the anchor on the defensive end.
That's something I relish. It's something unique. It's something to take pride in, that you have all your teammates back on the defensive end, and when it gets down to it, you're kind of that last line of defense. And obviously, defense is a team-oriented ideal, but there's something fun about that. I think there's something competitive about that.
And Greg, that's why his teammates love him.
Absolutely. You can tell Lopez really wants to make an impact on defense, on every possession.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Through that first one, they turned this thing into a track meet.
I'll tell you what, when you allow them to speed up the tempo, there's a good chance you're going to fall behind.
Holiday and Moore, the guards. Miller is out there with Diallo. And it's Okafor in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. The offensive rebound. And then Okafor slams it in.
And great effort on the boards, and what a move.
Yeah.
That was, Kevin. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him at all times.
Yeah, fellas, he's a monster. He's never seen an offensive rebound he didn't think he could get to.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
New Orleans leading by 4. Holiday, the pass to Diallo. Now here's Moore. Free throw line jump shot. Second chance shot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Pelicans have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, of all the troubles the Bulls suffered last season, Chris, rebounding was not one of them.
Would you believe this? I mean, the Bulls have been top 10 in rebounding every year for the last 16 years. And for 3 of those years, they were number 1 overall.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Julius Randle's checked in for Okafor. Williams comes in for Darius Miller. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Drew Holiday. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 6-point game. Levine kicks to Dunn. Bulls moving the ball around. Misses off the right iron.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Nobody near Williams. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
One of the more down-to-earth players in this league is Otto Porter Jr.
And yeah, he once said, I never eat at restaurants. I'm a simple guy in all aspects of my life. We see that on the court. He doesn't draw a lot of attention to himself. He just focuses on the work.
That free throw, no good.
An effective player on both ends of the court. The long, crafty Porter knows his strength and plays them well.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Davis is checked in. You know, C-Web, we're seeing the game evolve. So often the players are the trailblazers, and I'm sure there are guys that you think are changing the game the most.
How many times can you say you've seen something that you've never seen before?
Right.
To be honest with you about that. And Steph Curry, we've never seen that before. He's weaponized the three-pointer more than anyone before, and he's broken his own records. And the great part about it, he plays so balanced. And then you have to look at his teammate. I think at the end of his career, his teammate, Kevin Durant, may be the best offensive player that's entered the NBA. He has that type of skill set because of his height, because of his shooting, his passing, and dribbling, and he plays on a team with some willing passers. He's a 7-footer. So I get excited when I think about those guys. And then again, ball handling with Kyrie Irving, I think that is changing the game, along with Harden and being able to draw the fouls that he draws as well on that fast break.
Good example.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact. Chris Dunn taken 5th overall back in 2016. Didn't break through in his rookie season with the Wolves. He's getting more opportunity here in Chicago.
On the free throw, no good. And Greg, you look at Dunn, it can take longer for point guards to develop in the NBA.
A great point. It's the most cerebral position in our game. Learning how to run an NBA offense is a challenge. Good news, though, is he's putting in the work necessary to figure it out and progressing nicely. A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded. Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
The Bulls have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight. No good on that one.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. That one misses.
That's not like him at all. I mean, he's been so steady up until those.
Now here's Payton. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Markkanen passes to Carter. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Moore with it, now defended by Levine. Williams looking over the floor. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The kick out to Porter. Nailed from three-point land. Porter's got 6 in the quarter.
But if you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
Passes it to Davis. Levine against Randall. Over Levine. It's blocked. Carter right side. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
And how about the vertical of Porter? He gets off the ground with such ease to dunk it.
New Orleans leading by 4. Payton finds Davis to the inside, and Williams throws it down.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that.
Drew Holiday is checked in for Ejuan Moore. Lopez is checked in for the Bulls. Outside, Levine. Down against Payton. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Lopez.
Well, the arms of Lopez going forever, which is why he's able to create for himself.
Davis kicks to Payton. Back to Davis. Clock at 6. Lopez with the block.
Well, Lopez is out there to set the tone defensively. I mean, he's a wildly strong defender who sends shots back with authority.
Okafor is checked in for New Orleans. Darius Miller comes in for Williams. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. Out to the wing. Markkanen kicks to Dunn. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Lopez. Pass to Dunn. And here's Levine. And the jam by Levine.
Stellar awareness from Levine. I mean, seeing an opening and ripping through it with this relentless athleticism.
And so Holiday will bring it up for New Orleans. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Payton passes to Randall. Over Markkanen. And that one hits back iron. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
And that one's good by Porter.
And it's important that Markkanen develops his floor awareness. I mean, passes like that go a long way.
Payton finds Holiday. Now Randall. Miller outside. And the pass to Okafor. A floater. 17 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Chalk up 2 there.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I tell you what, it's like football. Having a 3rd and 13 and then running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, I mean, you had to stop. Did anybody see any defensive presence on that play? I mean, he's not going to blow that layup. It was wide open.
And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard-fought first half. What changes have to be made to get a little separation?
They're making tough shots. We're trying to stick to our concept, so we got to come back, make plays, make shots, and, just stay solid.
Always a challenge for a young team. Thanks for your time, Zach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. 1 half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. Kenny, your thoughts? How the Pelicans are playing?
You have to love a team that pounds the offensive glass. That's going to gain you extra possessions. And check this out. Sometimes just having more offensive chances than your opponent wins the basketball game.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
They were really efficient, great approach offensively. Their shot selection was first rate. They were always working hard to get good looks. That can't change in the second half. They need to be just as well organized as they've been so far.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Otto Porter really making a difference here.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all dunks. I mean, they were squaring up with confidence, and that became contagious.
The Bulls shooting extremely well, 62% on the night to this point. And tipping off the second half, here's Jim Boylan's 5. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. And it's Porter at the 3. Now here's Payton. Wendell Carter unable to get his last shot to go.
Anytime Randall gets near the rim, you better look out. It's about to be a brutal finish.
Chicago trailing here. And we've all heard the rumors that have been floating around the last few seasons. A lot of speculation if Davis could get traded or Greg leave in free agency.
I mean, Davis moving would be one of the rare situations where it literally could shake up the entire league. You hear a lot of different teams express their interest in him, but credit to Davis. He really has remained committed to New Orleans and has said everything you'd want to hear from a fan's perspective.
Here's Davis after the made shot from Wendell Carter. Payton kicks to Davis. And Davis throws it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now here's Levine. Here's Carter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Julius Randle picks one up. Last season, they were trying to speed up the game, C-Web. Teams were given fewer timeouts. Do you think they achieved that goal?
Well, yeah, the new rules, 18 to 14 total timeouts. No more 20-second timeouts. All quarters have 2 mandatories. I think it does help speed up. And these are the greatest coaches in the world. They can adjust. They just need to know what the rules are. And I love the fast pace, the fast pitch count. Let's make sure that we keep the game in a way that fans love it, and we're not leaving any time out there on the floor. I think the coaches have made a great adjustment to it. And look, play on the East Coast is always going to be a little bit slower, a little bit more methodical than the West. But I tell you what, it seems like it's speeded up the game on both sides, and that's something good for us.
Well said.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. The shot by Arcidiacono, no good.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Here's Davis, and he overshot that one, missing.
Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime. Almost every look he gets inside is a good one, but the D hangs in there and makes it a tough one.
And that one, good. And that's now 6 points for Williams.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Valentine passes to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Well, I know he's not the #1 priority for the defense, but they still got to give him some attention, guys.
I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Chicago calls timeout. Well, Greg, Anthony Davis with so much talent, it's easy to take Drew Holiday for granted.
I mean, I think Holiday is the catalyst in terms of this team's ability to create and really put pressure on an offense. It has improved his scoring and become a very efficient option at that guard spot. Has always been selective with his shots, but now is pressing a bit more to get involved, and more aggression from him, I think, has helped his production.
To the left side wing. Valentine passes to Hutchison, and it's good, 2 points. Hutchinson's got his second basket.
Once he gets open on the low block, it's just a matter of getting him the ball.
And Holiday kicks to Moore. Pass to Davis. Over Carter. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
That free throw, no good. Chris, you talk about basketball IQ and tangibles. Look no further than Denzel Valentine.
Oh, yeah, he's a playmaker, a shooter. I mean, one of the silkiest teardrop floaters in the game.
Miller's checked in for New Orleans. And he sinks the second. Here's Arcidiacono. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Hutchison. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Down low. Kick out to Moore. It's Davis on the wing. Fires it up. It's all in by the Bulls.
Defense is doing just enough to bother him on the jump.
Carter outside. Over Davis. Here's Sheldon. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Three-pointer.
Defensively, though, much improved here in the second half. They've limited the open looks, making them work for everything.
Diallo controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Pelicans lead by 6.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Passes it to Hutchison. Here's Selden. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Hutchison. And the Bulls with another miss. Pelicans leading by 6. Miller surveying the floor. He kicks it to Holiday. The baseline J hits the front of the rim and out. And Chicago shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. And it's Carter missing. The Pelicans have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Okafor is checked in for New Orleans. Elfrid Payton comes in for E'Twaun Moore. The shot by Holiday, no good. Bulls trail by 6. Markkanen passes to Valentine. Here's Dunn. Connects in the foul line jumper. Dunn's got 6.
You at least gotta honor Dunn's J. I mean, he's more than capable of sinking it in from those in-between spots.
Holiday with it. He's picked up by Lopez. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. It's going to send Drew Holiday to the free throw line. Chris Dunn picks one up. The Pelicans have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. Zach LaVine's checked in for Valentine. Free throw, no good for Holiday.
He's only listed at 6'4", but Holiday plays bigger than that. That's the case on D more than anywhere else. He can guard 3 positions, and there's a lot of value in that. And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Diallo, and it's Chicago with the rebound. Markkanen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lopez drives in. LaVine. Markkanen passes to Lopez. Here's LaVine. Makes it off the glass. 8 points for him.
Lopez remains an underrated big man. He's outstanding at zipping passes over to his guy.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Pelicans lead by 2.
Thank y'all for watching the game and all that good stuff.
No time with the start of the fourth quarter.
Thank y'all for watching. Make sure it's showing clear. Thank y'all for watching. All that. NBA 2K19. This game came out 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
All right, guys, remember what we said now. Hey, play our basketball. We've been doing a great job. Let's keep it up, okay? Let's go now.
Alvin Gentry has found an identity that's working, and that makes everything a lot easier on both ends.
And collectively, you really need to remember what that feels like so you can recapture it if and when things start to get a little shaky. You want to be able to trust in who you are.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lamps courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So for New Orleans right now, Payton and Holiday are together in the backcourt. Okafor out there with Julius Randle. And it's Miller in at the 3, the small forward. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Porter.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Levine against Holiday. Unloads from 13, and he connects with the jumper.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Right wing, here's Dunn. The shot, no good.
Oh, man.
And New Orleans will come the other way. A good look from Holiday. No good from the wing.
The D pretty much taking that possession off, but the shot's off target.
Man.
Nobody knew.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Porter with a block.
Lockdown defense from Porter. He extends out beautifully to come up with these type of rejections.
That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his fourth assist in this one. New Orleans in the lead. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And evaluating Porter, I mean, I think this guy's the real deal. Paul Pierce once said, I love this kid. I had a chance to work with him. He could be an all-star. I agree with Paul.
Williams is checked in for the Pelicans. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, I got a chance to find out what Alvin Gentry talked about with his players. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you, we'll win this game. Back to you.
And Porter's not a big talker. He lets his game certainly speak for itself.
And his improvement has been tremendous. He's going to the basket. He's rebounding the ball. I mean, Porter, he shoots three at a high clip. He's trying to earn every penny of that big contract.
To the paint, here's Okafor, and Okafor slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Time called here, the Bulls decide to talk it over.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Yeah, he might have seen something he wants to exploit. Well, we'll see what they run coming out of this.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Davis is checked in. Now, here's Lopez. Kicks it out to Markkanen. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Over to the wing. Pass to Lopez. Over Davis. That's it, and the Pelican lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Lopez.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And it's sent back by Lopez. Levine with it. Now Payton defending. Markkanen. He nails it, and we're tied up.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Payton finds Davis. Williams against Porter. Outside Holiday. Chicago grabs the miss. Markkanen's got 7 rebounds in the game. Dunn right side. Over Payton. Dunn misses. And it's Williams with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, I agree. Anytime you crack the 20 mark in rebounds, this is special.
Now here's Payton, stolen by Markkanen. Back to Dunn. Feeds to Markkanen. Down low. Tipped away. And stolen by Payton. The open shot. Williams. Markkanen pulls it in.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Here's Williams. Porter pulls it in.
Oh, sloppy finish. He was giving him the layup. He just didn't stay with it.
The Pelicans have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. The pass to Randall. Here's Payton. Here's Holiday. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
and you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
At the line for your Pelicans.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Carter, he's checked in for Chicago. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
As confident as he gets at the line. He wants to be up there in the tight ball game.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. We've got 1:18 left here in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
Well, he's got his field goal percentage in the high 50s, and that says a lot about how well he's been able to kind of exploit the gaps in the defense. His motion, his ability to find open spots on the floor, you can definitely see the difference.
Markkanen dishes to Carter. Pass to Markkanen. Out left to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Davis. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Sweet little floater. And the Pelicans lead by 6.
Ooh, look at the soft touch on the tip.
Not completely over, but it's getting close.
Yeah, we know some crazy stuff happens out there, but everything will have to go their way when we finish this off.
Chocolate 2 there.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
That's why you can't let yourself get in this deep a hole. Very little time now to climb out.
Al Payton following the miss by Dunn from deep. And he gets the bucket.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love the attack mindset.
Kicks it to Carter over Davis. And Carter with the basket on the assist from Dunn.
And with those points, he puts it into that 10-0 run by New Orleans.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Holiday looking for an opening. To the paint. Here's Randall. Banked in.
New Orleans won.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, with the double
Good game. Good game.
they could pretty much mark this one up in the
Against
game.
Chicago.
So we see the Pelicans
Against
taking the W.
New Orleans.
Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win.
thank y'all
at
for
home.
watching
And
this.
they really seem to
I
revel
really thank y'all.
in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now
Chicago,
David Aldridge, who is
61.
standing by
New
for
Orleans,
shot.
71. Thank y'all for watching this.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony,
God bless
tell
y'all.
us the
Peace.
focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, before we started the game, Coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do. We trying to stop a lot of the action, and our biggest focus for the game was guard the ball. That's what we did. Come out of that timeout and never look back.
And it led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.